Sheamus versus Daniel Bryan, 2 out of 3 falls match. Actually went a lot longer than I thought it was going to, and a lot differently. Um, I assumed that Daniel Bryan would get one pinfall to start off, maybe, and that it would be something like a quick roll up pin or something like that. But a little layout of the match. Winner of the first fall was Sheamus by disqualification after Daniel Bryan didn't stop at a 5 count. And then that led to Bryan winning a fall when he put Sheamus in the yes lock, and Sheamus quote unquote passed out. Just a way to cash in on the whole Bret Hart, Steve Austin thing. And then it ends, of course, with a brogue kick and Sheamus winning and retaining the title. Um,
Boo!
yes,
Boo
yes,
indeed.
yes.
Honey, we don't need to hear about your sex life at this moment in time. We're talking wrestling.
I thought we were talking about Moose.
Sex air.
the the way that it went, I personally don't like how they do this, and this is not like an anti Daniel Bryan thing or an anti Sheamus because I'm not even the biggest Sheamus fan either. I hate when they don't want to have somebody tap out, so they do the passed out thing when they don't need to, and they didn't need to do that in this match. They could have easily had Daniel Bryan get a pinfall, some kind of distraction, or he's got his foot up on the ropes, or something like that, where it would be like, well, he's still cheating, and that still keeps Sheamus looking good because that's the whole reason that they did the whole pass out instead of tap out to keep Sheamus looking good. You keep that going. You make it seem like, well, he's got a pinfall and he hasn't even used the yes lock yet, and then Sheamus can win the other ways and stuff like that. But uh, I did enjoy the match, and I'm glad that Sheamus retained. But I'm very curious about one thing. Why does Sheamus keep taking everybody's finishers from the past?
I don't know. I think they don't know what they're doing with Sheamus.
He's got the brogue kick. He's got uh, the crucifix power bomb. He's got the Death Valley
Well,
driver.
might as well say hello to the Irish guy.
He's got the Irish curse backbreaker that he used originally as a finisher, and now he's using the Texas Cloverleaf.
I
next
don't know
week
what to
he's gonna
say.
next week he's gonna do fucking Sweet Chin music, and then after that he's gonna do Sweet Chin
Pedigree.
music.
Then Mr. Socko. Instead, it will be Mr.
Yeah,
Irish. But
it'll be
the
it'll
fact
be,
is,
it'll be Mr. Potato Head because he's Irish. I had to.
oh, Tony,
All right,
just
continue.
wrong.
I was disappointed in no AJ appearance. I mean, as much as they built that up, where was she during the match?
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. I think we could have had AJ come in there and try and help Brian. That would have been brilliant.
She was too busy crying over slapping Caitlyn.
Try to
You know
help,
what?
try to
I
hurt
was
her to
crying
do
over the fact that she slapped Caitlyn as well. That was just, it shouldn't have happened. I think they should kiss and make up.
something.
Oh, I'm such a pig. Anyway, the way I see
As if
it
we haven't
is
established it by now.
exactly. Yeah, they're kind of a necrophiliac. But we should look at the points here of this match, and it was a good match. It was much better than the WrestleMania match. So, it was solid, and I think it was part of the reason why Brian has gotten his push to the WWE Championship now. So
Oh yeah, he's
that's what I
great.
have to say.
Brian's great in the ring. I'm actually interested to see where this upcoming feud's going to go
Between Punk and
between
uh,
Punk and Brian.
not the Del Rio and Sheamus.
I like Del Rio. I can't stand Sheamus.
And again, it's not Sheamus's fault. Bad booking. His championship reign has been booked so poorly.
I'm not the biggest fan of Sheamus. Period. I mean, if you would
Oh
tell me
no!
who do you want as champion right now, it definitely Sheamus wouldn't be on the list.
Not top 10.
No, there's Dolph Ziggler out there. I think Jack Swagger's been getting screwed over
My
constantly.
mum, she deserves a championship run.
Uh, but I'm interested in both things coming out. I think that this was a good way to keep it to where Daniel Bryan obviously didn't lose in 18 seconds. If they would have done that, then it would have been a killer to his main event kind of spot. So he
No,
gets
I
to
think
keep
they
it
would
now.
have. The fans would have just rebelled, and I think they knew that if they did it again, because I think they did it on at WrestleMania for their yayas, um, and because the fans got really annoyed about it, it literally killed a lot of the buzz from the show. So they
It
knew not to do that again. So they gave it a bit more time this time around.
I'll tell you, since I was there, it definitely killed the buzz. There was more yes chants than people cheering for anybody else. Some of that was probably just because it was fun to say yes, but I think a lot of people were behind him, and they definitely killed the buzz with that 18-second match.
Yeah, it just literally there was no need for it, and they treated Daniel Bryan so poorly, and Sheamus as well, by doing that because it cheapened not only the world championship, but it cheapened both guys, um, both guys' title aspirations. Because Daniel Bryan has been this dominant champion for months, and losing it in that fashion, and then Sheamus, the poor guy who has to get the belt off of him, ends up having a lackluster title run because he can't gain any of the momentum he had back.
Well, see, I would have been so tempted if I were on creative to book it to where the first fall happened in like 15 seconds, just to piss everybody off, and then give everybody like a good solid like 10 minutes for the next one. You know what I mean? Just to
Like
be like, okay, I'm just fucking with you. Here you go. Here's the real match. Like,
Sheamus
Yeah,
immediately
but
goes
by
for the
doing
bro kick.
that, it might have backfired. So I'm glad I didn't do that.
I would have been laughing my ass off if that would
You
have
probably
happened.
would have been, but you probably would have been the only one that was laughing your ass off. And
Maybe.
everybody else would have just been pissed off at you and probably like fire mango chants would be like through the whole arena.
Hey, Logana's still around.
You and the rest of the coal miners would have been okay though.
Yeah, you're Michael Cole's mum, basically.
You gotta love Cole. Uh, all right, well then
Yeah,
that's pretty much it for that. The next part we're gonna talk about the Ryback squash. Then we'll get into the WWE Championship Divas title match, and finally the craziness with Lesnar and Cena. So check out the next part. Rolling on.